This is a presentation of the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Any other use of this telecast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the Oklahoma Sports Network's consent is prohibited. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be used without express written consent.
And a pleasant good evening, live from the Lawton High Gym, site of tonight's battle for the regional championship here between the Lawton High Wolverines and the Choctaw Yellow Jackets. Glad to have you along. My name is Eric Sherem. Caleb Sherem will be on the camera, and we've got about 8 minutes before we tip this one off. Also got Dell City in action, Carl Albert in action. So Carl Albert will take on Guthrie. Guthrie Blue Jays beat the MacArthur Highlanders last night. By the way, in this game, Lawton High defeated UConn in the late game, and in the earlier matchup, it was Choctaw and Putnam City, and Choctaw prevailed, where you have their championship. Both teams here will go into area, so no need to worry about a loss here, but it will put you behind the 8 ball when you get into area tournament next week. So glad to have you along on Facebook and on YouTube Live, and then also on our app. So if you want to download our app, just go to Apple and Android devices, search Oklahoma Sports Network, and you will find us there. So it's a great way to catch up. For those who are on Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV watching on their home devices, we welcome you into the broadcast as well. We've got 7.5 minutes before we tip this one off. Should be an exciting one. In earlier action, girls, congratulations to the Carl Albert Lady Titans as they won their regional over there at Carl Albert. They took on Dell City, and that was a match that went back and forth, but Carl Albert prevailed for about 10 points. Congratulations to the Midwest City Lady Bombers, too. They defeated UConn, and so they're regional champions. UConn and Midwest City girls will advance to area next week, and so will Dell City, who will play the MacArthur Lady Highlanders, who lost to Glenpool. Those were all 2 o'clock games. If you want to watch any of those games on demand, you can go to any of our channels to watch those as well. So we're going to take a timeout and be back to getting the starting lineups and tonight's action as you are watching a presentation of the Oklahoma Sports Network for the OSSAA. It's the regionals, and we are here at the Lawton High Gym. Lawton High and Choctaw coming up next right here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
We're bringing big back. It's bigger, cheesier. The Big New Yorker from Pizza Hut. Big pizza, bigger deal. Y'all hungry? Better be hungry.
We're growing and changing to serve you better. Until then, we're making room and reducing inventory during our Billingsley Hyundai construction sale. Expanding to serve you better. That's the Billingsley way.
We are celebrating.
Here at Pam and Barry's team, we've been helping you through the real estate process for more than 20 years.
We want to thank you for choosing our team to help you.
We sold our house at full asking price, and it took less than about a week to get our full asking price with Pam and Barry.
Don't go at it alone.
Let us handle it all here.
We're not bragging, we're just applying for a job.
Hi, I'm Dr. Todd Bridges.
And I'm Dr. Nathan Buckner.
Did you know our dental practice is one of only 6% of practices in the United States that provide care from an all-digital platform?
We fabricate crowns, bridges, and place implants with advanced digital technology.
If you want to be part of this digital revolution in dental care, call us today at 248-6700 or visit our website at bridgesandbucknerdentistry.com.
We look forward to providing you with exceptional dental care.
At Firehouse Subs, a portion of every purchase helps provide life-saving equipment to first responders across the country. So at Firehouse Subs, we don't just make subs. We make subs that are big, bold, and craveable. We make our subs differently because our subs make a difference. Whether you order online or on our app, Firehouse Subs Rapid Rescue to Go will have your subs boxed, bagged, and ready for pickup. Firehouse Subs. Enjoy more subs. Save more lives.
Bank First is uniquely Oklahoman, deeply rooted in over 50 communities statewide. From those roots, our investment in education springs forth, helping to raise the Oklahoma leaders of tomorrow while providing financial strength to the business leaders of today. That's the kind of loyalty that helps entire communities thrive. Bank First, loyal to Oklahoma, loyal to you.
At Bill Miller and Noble Heating and Air Conditioning, we take pride in our quality air conditioner and heater repair and replacement services, as well as providing the highest customer satisfaction. Bill Miller and Noble Heating and Air Conditioning has been serving Lawton and the surrounding area for over 25 years. We have the knowledge, equipment, and trained technicians to take care of all your heating and cooling needs. Give us a call. Bill Miller and Noble Heating and Air, 355-1811.
Well, it's a 6A showdown here between these two, the Lawton High Wolverines and the Choctaw Yellow Jackets. Choctaw going to the state finals there in the 6A2 in just football season just a couple of months ago, and they fortunately came up shy and losing to Stillwater. And so they've got a great program with basketball as well. They beat Putnam City, and just a casual observer in last night's game where we were getting ready to do Lawton High and UConn, we noticed that, Putnam City just would not go away. Choctaw would get the lead, and then Putnam City would scrap way back. And you know how basketball is. It goes back with trends, and it goes back with shifts. You know, there'll be a momentum shift, there'll be a big swing, and then you're off and running. So you could go up by 5, by 7, then be down by 1 before you know it. So we got a great matchup here that we want you to enjoy for regional playoffs. Also, don't forget Carl Albert in action, Del City in action, all on the Oklahoma Sports Network on YouTube, and then also on Facebook Live. So if you like us on Facebook, you follow us there, you'll kind of know what direction we've got with sports coming up. And then also subscribe to our YouTube channel. You'll find us on our network if you'll just download us on your Apple and Android devices by searching the Oklahoma Sports Network. And we're on Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV. Last minute warm-ups. We got a minute and a half before we tip this one off. We'll come back with the starting lineups, maybe the national anthem first, but we'll do that right after this timeout as you're watching the 6A, of course, region here at the Lawton High Wolverine Gym. Wolverines and the Choctaw Yellow Jackets up next here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Memorial Medical Group's orthopedic specialists are the most experienced team in Southwest Oklahoma. Our orthopedic surgeons are trained to diagnose and treat shoulder, knee, hip, hand, and foot conditions, as well as orthopedic trauma, sports, or work-related injuries. And they're the only ones in the area to offer Mako robotic-assisted surgery for knee and hip replacement. When you need bone and joint help, trust MMG Orthopedics to get you back to living your best life.
You ever have a meal so good you want to dance? If you haven't yet, you will. At Gangnam Style Korean Barbecue, that's our goal. We serve only the best in Korean cuisine. We've got several different flavors of bulgogi and fried rice, premium fish plates, and sushi. Our customers love us, and you will too. Check out our menu and even order online. Come on in and we'll show you how we do it Gangnam Style.
When it comes to showing your loved ones you care, you need the best. A Better Design Flowers and Gifts is under new ownership, and we're proud to be serving the people of Southwest Oklahoma. Our talented florists are committed to building the most beautiful floral arrangements, as well as providing superior customer service. We service all types of events, from weddings to funerals, just because gifts, and of course, holidays. We're also a veteran-owned company. Click, call, or come by today. We'd love to show you a better design.
We fight the battles no one hears about.
We drop into the middle of firefights to rescue others.
And act as one-man air traffic control towers.
We're the ones who go before all others. Join the fight.
Arrow Sign Company has been serving Oklahoma and surrounding states for over 60 years. As a family-owned business, our focus has always been on driving people to your door, not just selling you a sign. From custom sign design and manufacturing to installation and service, Arrow Sign has the knowledge and experience to deliver the ideal sign for you while using materials of the highest quality to ensure that your sign will look great for years and years to come. We design and manufacture our signs for longevity, so you get the greatest return on investment possible. Arrow Sign Company, helping your business thrive since 1955.
Well, the regional championship set between the Choctaw Yellow Jackets and the Lawton High Wolverines. Lawton High will be the host. We've got the starting lineups. Starting with number 0, Will Smith for the Choctaw Yellow Jackets. Number 1, Jamon Valentine, followed by back-to-back Cams. Number 2, Cam Hunt, and then followed up by number 5, Cam Hyman. And then number 24, Isaiah Taylor. So that is the starters for the Yellow Jackets in all white with blue numbers. And now for the Lawton High Wolverines, it will be in their all red with white numbers. Starting lineups for the Lawton High Wolverines. We'll flip the other end of the court. Number 1, the Wolverine Tank Rowe. So Frank Rowe, the senior at 6'1". And then Panay, the Pied Piper Basingay, was sophomore at 6'4". Devarius Hardy, former quarterback for the Lawton High Wolverines, 6'2" senior. And then Madden Padilla Jr. at 5'9", and a sophomore, number 23, Tavares Deans, the 6'3" sophomore. So that is starting lineups for the Lawton High Wolverines. We'll get this sorted out and ready to tip off there. Lawton High Wolverines kind of went back and forth with the Yukon Millers. Yukon really, as kind of both teams, both Choctaw and Lawton High, had trouble with putting their opponents away. They just kind of were pesky and just kind of stayed around for the night, and that's what Putnam City did, taking Choctaw to the wire. And then Lawton High Wolverines kind of had to get their momentum late. They sunk some threes, and they are very a hot and cold type team when they get their outside shooting. Still without Tyron Amaker, hopefully getting back him next week when you go to area. And we're set to tip off. The center, Will Smith against Panay. And the Wolverines will control the tip as Hardy. Go over to Deans. Deans back to Hardy, and we'll set up top of the shop. Fake to Madden, then over to Panay over on the right wing. Dribbles behind his back. A little give and go, and it's a steal for Choctaw. And they'll go up and in. No. And it's reflected and rejected. Loose ball on the floor. There's a mad dash for it, a tie-up, and a jump ball is called. So the ball will stay with the Choctaw Yellow Jackets. First possession down the court comes up empty by Lawton High. Choctaw will inbounds underneath their own goal, just underway here in the first quarter. So just like that, Will Smith puts it up. Get the Yellow Jackets on the board first to take a 2-0 lead. Hardy in the lane, spins around, little dish off to Deans, and he'll answer points with points. All tied up at 2 apiece. Down the floor we go. Long ball from 3-point range for Cam Hunt. No good. Rebounded by Hardy from the Wolverines. Bounce pass. Nice little move inside the lane, and it's a foul as Frank Rowe goes to the straight up to the hoop. A little razzle-dazzle when you kind of So Will Smith is going to be charged with the first, and Vincent Saylor State Farm Charity Stripe, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call for a free quote today, Home Auto Life. Rowe to the line, misses the first one. So the senior gets an opportunity at the second. Try to break the tie here at the Charity Stripe. Fast-paced basketball on the network. Carl Albert, Del City in this one here with Lawton High. Back irons, no. Missed both of them, but tapped away by Madden. 3 ball on the way, no good. Rebounded. There was 4 white jerseys underneath the hoop, and Choctaw gets the rebound. Down the floor. Nice little feed to Will Smith. Kind of hesitates, waits for his defender to go back. Off-balance shot is missed. Madden quickly down the floor. Nice little feed into Hardy, and there is going to be a charging call against Devarius Hardy. So Hardy is called with the charge. As he goes down, they planted right there, and Hardy, bam, right there. Take one for the team, and that will be Hardy's first. Team first. Both teams with one team foul. Cross court over to Taylor. Taylor will get double teamed on the edge, but he's going to get a foul, and that's going to be on Deans. Deans is going to pick up his first and the team's second. So just like we saw in the girls' game, of course, the tighter the matchups, the closer the calls should be, and the officials calling it pretty tight in the get-go in this one. Marking out instructions at the top of the key, go over to Cam Hyman, to Cam Hunt. Back in the corner to Hunt. Looks Hyman's way, but then all of a sudden, Will Smith comes up top. Little handoff to Hyman. Outside corner. 3 ball on the way, no good, but actually look, a great rebound for Madden Padilla into the hands of Panay. Panay looks to dribble behind his back, goes strong to the hoop, and there is a foul and contact going up strong. So Isaiah Taylor's going to pick up his first. But Panay will go to the line for the Vincent Saylor State Farm Charity Stripe. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Home Life Auto. Call for a free rate quote today. Panay to the line, shooting 2. First shot hits the front of the rim, no good. So having a little bit of early trouble at the line. Another opportunity to try to break this tie as we've been stuck at 2-2, and it's 5:52 left to go here in the first. Back iron's no good. Misses it. What a great rebound by Smith. Well, he got the elevation up for there as Cam Hunt takes it down, side corner. Back up top to Hyman. 3 ball on the way. Nothing but net for Valentine. So Valentine makes the Choctaw Yellow Jackets in a 5-2 lead just underway here in the first quarter. Madden will look to drive. Out to Hardy. Hardy misses a 3. Rebound by Choctaw, and the Yellow Jackets in control. Side corner, 3 ball on the way. Nothing but net. And an Eastside Pharmacy 3 ball, back-to-back threes for the Choctaw Yellow Jackets. And just like that, they have an 8-2 lead. Loose ball, fight for it, and a jump ball is called. And the possession arrow will stay with the Lawton High Wolverines. Wolverines trying to get something going. As Choctaw up and running. Wolverines looking for something to happen. Madden tries to go baseline, and he will get a foul as he gets around his defender. So Valentine is going to be charged with the foul, so he's not afraid to go to the basket right there and get too much of the body right there. It's back to action as Madden stops and pops. Rims out. So the lid is closed for the Lawton High Wolverines at this point. Back on the other side, on the other end of the floor. Here comes the Yellow Jackets over to Hunt. Hunt guarded by Deans. Hunt will look to drive left. Bounce pass over to Valentine. Valentine will hold up. And then a bounce pass, give and go to the big man underneath, but that's swatted from behind to go out of bounds as Hardy. Hardy doesn't let Smith have a freebie. As you kind of say, he picks the pocket right here. The big man was going to go up strong, and he goes, "Yep, let's swipe that from behind." To inbounds, took away, and then the outside for Taylor. Spin move in the lane, and that is defended nicely by the Wolverines with Tamarius Deans. Turnover coming back down the other way. Choctaw on a 3-on-1. Banks it. And just like that into double digits, and a timeout is called. A run for Choctaw. Leads 10-2, and the lid has been closed for the Lawton High Wolverines. We'll take a timeout and be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Goodbye, paperwork. Hello, convenience. Farewell, waiting. Hello, personal service. Catch you later, dreaming. Hello, planning. Buy your dream home, connect with a personal banker, and easily schedule an appointment with digital tools from Arvest Bank. Goodbye limits, hello possibilities.
All right, back here at the Wolverine gym as Coach Cole Lear calls a full timeout, trying to get his Wolverines on track, doing what they can, but Choctaw is just kind of running away with the points, and selection shots been decent for the Wolverines, but can't get a bucket to fall. So we're just about 4 minutes, just under, halfway through the first quarter, 10-2 in the Choctaw Yellow Jackets lead. As Young will come in for the ball game. Coach Lear going to his bench. Young looks to try to go, and then a backup as Deans with a putback up for two. And finally the Wolverines get their first bucket in a while. Down on the other end is Taylor. Taylor back up to Hunt. Hunt will drive, and that's going to be a tap off by Panay. Great defensive skills, just a tap out, doesn't let him get the free basket. Deans back over as he goes to Frank Rowe. Back to a charging hard Young as Young goes straight to the basket. That's what you need off the bench. There's a little fire, and a fire starter has ignited the Wolverines to make it 10-6. Three ball on the way, rims out, no good. Rebounded by Frank Rowe. Frank Rowe will set up shop. Won't wait, won't hesitate. Goes against his defender, kind of almost a flop move. Up off the glass for two is good. And just like that, it's a one-bucket lead by the Choctaw Yellow Jackets, 10-8. Valentine will take the ball down across the timeline. 2.5 to go here in the first quarter. Looks for a little bit of help up top by Taylor. Outside to Hunt. Hunt will look, clear out, get new instructions. Back over side corner for Isaiah Taylor, and he banks it in for a three ball, Eastside Pharmacy three ball. Convenient drive-through locations, call ahead prescriptions, day or night. 13-8 is the lead by Choctaw as Panay looks up here at the top, clears it out, goes over to Hardy. No one down below. As Frank Rowe will go. Three ball on the way, and there it is. Answering 3 points by 3 points. And just like that, the Wolverines back in striking distance, 13-11. Goes baseline, little pass outside for a three. Bangs off the rim. Panay with the rebound. He'll slow things up just a bit, wait till the defense goes by. Now engages. He'll go for a three. Back off the glass, no good, and he'll step out on the line. Wolverines will have the ball. Substitutions coming in now. So Choctaw really going to go to their bench, getting some starters some needed rest. And there is a putback three for an Eastside Pharmacy three, and the Wolverines have their first lead of the night to make it 14-13 with 1:11 left to go here in quarter number one. Valentine on that far corner. We got a little chipping back there with Young. That's going to be Young's first and the team's third. And so Will Smith comes back, not having too much of a rest. He's got a little bit of the height down below in that lower post. Back up top to, back over to the side to Smith. Smith has Valentine. Then a three ball on the way, no good. And a great box out rebound by Deans. Quickly down the floor. Wait for the open man for two, and there's a timeout on the floor by the Yellow Jackets. And so now it's a 3-point Wolverine lead. We'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Want to take the stress out of your next remodel or building project? Comanche Home Center can deliver all the lumber, supplies, and tools right to you. When you're done, they'll pick up anything you don't use and give you credit towards your next project. Give Comanche Home Center a call today for a free estimate.
Here at Carpet One, we have a great selection of carpet, hardwood, vinyl, tile, laminate, and area rugs. With all this, you're sure to find exactly what you want for your home. Come browse our exclusive selection or give Carpet One at Comanche Home Center a call today for a free estimate.
Good inbounds underneath the far end goal for the Yellow Jackets, who called the timeout. 16-13, Wolverines finally capitalized on the lead with 38 seconds left to go and a full court press in the trap. And there's a steal. Hardy, 3-on-2, waits, hesitates, and he is going to get fouled as Young tried to go to the basket. See the steal and the transition. It's going to be the fourth team foul by the Yellow Jackets. Hardy will inbounds from underneath his own goal. Up strong by Panay. Deans. Deans gets a little give and go underneath. Final 21 seconds left to go for the end of the first quarter. 18-13, Wolverines lead. Try to go in the lane, big man. Oh, and the bucket counts. What a sweet move to the lane. Let's see that again from Will Smith. Goes right there, and one-handed grab puts it up and in. Gets the bucket and the harm. So Will Smith will go for the three-point swing. The Vincent Saylor State Farm charity stripe. Up and in. So he makes it a one-bucket lead, 18-16 with the final 10 seconds. As Madden try to cross with 6 seconds. He's got to go. Nice little in the lane, but it's no, as Dean's just going to lose his control, goes out of bounds with 0.3 seconds left to go. So it's just going to be an inbound, and that's going to be it. An opportunity in a tight contest. At the buzzer, it's going to be no. And that's the end of the first quarter. 18-16, Wolverines lead by a bucket. We'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Feet. We use them every day. Working, playing, and usually taking them for granted. If your feet hurt, see the professionals at Southwest Foot and Ankle Clinic. They've been serving Southwest Oklahoma for the past 36 years, providing the highest quality care and combining the latest technology with old-fashioned Oklahoma compassion. With 3 locations to serve you, Lawton, Duncan, and Altus. Call today or visit us online at swokfoot.com.
welcome back to action. 1 quarter in the books. Welcome to the second quarter with Lawton High with just a marginal 1-bucket lead. Long way to go in this one. For those on Facebook, thanks for joining us there. Like us on Facebook, follow us. Subscribe to our YouTube channel for those who are watching on YouTube, and for those on the network, download our free app. Not only in Apple and Android, but Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV. Tries to go baseline, runs, backdoor, reverse, layup is good for 2. And we're all tied up at 18 apiece. Madden splits 3 defenders, takes it with him, and off of his knee, and it's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by Lawton High, and the Yellow Jackets will get the possession. All tied up at 18 apiece, just underway with a little bit over 30 seconds off the clock from our 8-minute start. Back on the other end of the floor, wide open, give and go, but he misses it. And they're going to say a foul with the, they're going to count the bucket. They are going to count the bucket. They're going to say it's goaltending. So Choctaw gets credited as a slap off the glass, gives the Yellow Jackets the 1-bucket lead. Madden dribbles between his legs. Back at top of the key, over for Young. Young battling it out, trying to enter the lane. Hardy goes strong, bounces around, loses it momentarily, and it steps out on the line. Last tie by Choctaw, so the Wolverines will retain possession with 6:53 left to go here in quarter number 2. Batted out away by the big man, Will Smith. So Panay looks to drive, outlet pass to Deans, baseline, goes up strong to the hoop, and Deans gets it to knock down for 2, and we're all back tied up at 20 apiece. Back and forth between these two as Valentine will hold up, back up, he'll get a pick from Smith. Back away, down to Smith. Smith low plays it, and then a nice soft touch is missed. Wolverines quickly on the rebound. Madden comes down the floor. Adjust, goes strong to the hoop is Young, and the bucket will count. So you got to see Young right here. Gets it from Madden. Little fadeaway and the harm. So Hunt will take his first, the team 5th. So the Vincent Saylor State Farm Charity Stripe, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call for a free rate quote today. Try to make it a 3-point swing with this bucket here. Up, hits the front of the rim, no good. But look who's there. It's Madden on the rebound and a tie up. And he called timeout. So a 30-second timeout is called. We'll take it with him. Well, the officials are talking this over. Maybe it's not. They'll discuss it, whether or not he had possession. We'll find out the official. He did not have possession, so they talked it over, and we'll don't have to worry about a timeout, so we're glad we kept it here. But that's how they discuss it, and all of them discussed it, and no possession. So he couldn't call the timeout. And Choctaw with the possession with 5:59 left to go before the half. Going to go strong to the hoop and a slam dunk by Isaiah Taylor. And Isaiah Taylor gets the Choctaw crowd up and rowdy as we're all tied up at 22 apiece. Wasn't to be denied, took it strong to the hoop. Madden will back out. Look to drive, back out to Deans. Deans will move out, has 2 defenders, try to give and go. Madden for 3 on the corner. hits it. And the east side, 3-ball for Madden. And Madden Padilla now extends the Wolverine lead to 25. 25-22 with 5:17 left to go here in the second quarter. Right at the line, Cam Hunt knocks it up and in to make it a 1-point contest. Hardy back over to Madden. Madden looks to drive right. Guarded against Valentine. Looks to engage, stops. Back over to Young. Young will look for a little help, and that's going to be a tip out of bounds. So the Wolverines will still have possession. That was off of Taylor's hand. A couple of substitutions coming in for the Yellow Jackets. Also coming back into the contest for the Wolverines is Frank Rowe. And Madden will go back to the bench for a little bit of breather. 1-point lead with 4:49 left to go here before the second quarter. Frank Rowe looks for a little bit of pick, gets it from Panay. Panay outside, Longtown, downtown, and there it is, heating it up for an east side 3-ball and a microwave charge start with some threes for the Wolverines to make it 28-24 and a 4-point lead. Ball goes out of bounds, last touch by Choctaw, so the Wolverines will have the ball on the outside corner. Arguing with the referee, does not call the whistle, but he made it known that was the final call. Frank Rowe will get a pick from Deans. Side corner to Hardy. Hardy, oh man, it was a collision between Panay and Young, and they hit each other, and so the ball just had to sail out of bounds. So really no fault, just kind of a collision between friendly fire there. Cross court. Wolverines with a 4-point lead with 4:19 left to go here in the second. Will Smith back over to Hunt. Hunt will look to engage, and there was a whistle. And Smith is going to pick up his second. The official is talking with him right in his ear. So I know he had a little bit of a question, but it's a charge with the opportunity against Will Smith. Heavily guarded is Deans. Oh, then we're going to have a little chip chop there with Valentine's going to try to pick the pocket. It's going to be his second, but it's going to put the Wolverines in the 1-1. So in the bonus, your Vincent Saylor State Farm charity stripe, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call for a free rate quote today. Life, home, auto. In the 1-1 to the line is Deans. Back iron's no good. Rebounded by Choctaw. Guarded against Deans. Outside corner, a little bounce pass with a give and go, and there's a little bit, they're going to say a little bit of the body. Really could have said that their feet kind of collided up between, but you could pick it. So they're going to say Deans is going to pick up the foul. That's going to be his second. Oh, yeah. Look for the charge, but got the moving body and the shift there. Back up top to regroup. 28-24. Oh, and then a steal by Panay, but then re-stolen, and then stolen again. Deans bounce pass to Young. Young up off the glass for two is good. And the assist goes from Deans. Deans to Young to make it 30. Largest lead of the Wolverines tonight. Up by 6. Runs out of room, but nice pass, but is deflected. Panay on the move. It's a 3-on-2. Panay dribbles between his legs, loses the ball. A tie-up and a jump ball is called.
Timeout called by the Yellow Jackets.
But timeout is called before, so the Yellow Jackets call timeout. We'll take it with them. We'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Aw, look, how sad. Everybody but you has a debit card, and they're all out having fun, shopping, dining, feeling good. And here you are with crumpled cash and counting change. Not a good look, pal. Sounds like your wallet needs a friend. That friend is a PayMe debit card from Communication Federal Credit Union. Use your free PayMe card in apps, in stores, and anywhere you shop. You're good to go. Come into any branch and open your account in as little as 10 minutes or go to comfedcu.org. Communication Federal.
Well, before they could tie up to have a jump ball called, the Yellow Jackets called the timeout. And the Wolverines lead 30-24 with 3:18 left to go here in the second quarter. So Cam Hunt back over exchange from Taylor to McCrary. McCrary will back out. And he'll just be a little hand toss over to Hunt. A chance on with 2:57 left to go from the Lawton High student cheer section over there on the opposite end of the floor. Goes up in the lane, and they're going to say bucket counts. So the and one. So Frank Rowe is going to pick up his first. So you count the bucket to make it 26. Trying to make it a three-point swing and a three-point contest with this at the charity stripe here. Up and in is good. Three-point contest, 30-27 with 2:46 left to go here before the half. Got an exciting one here. Don't forget we got Carl Albert and Del City both in action on the network. Just goes coast to coast as Deans takes it straight into the lane to get the two to make it 32. A little bit of full court press. Going to pressure them as trying to find an open Yellow Jacket for a three ball. Back irons no good. Loose ball picked up. Another three opportunity on the way. That back irons no good. Loose ball picked up by Frank Rowe. Frank goes coast to coast. Little pass underneath. What a great one to Deans. Underneath. Beautiful transition. And the Wolverines are up 34-27. That's unselfish basketball. Looking for the open man. Outside corner. They're going to try again for the three. Back irons no good, but they get the rebound. Back of the top. Little floater inside. That does not go, but a putback up, and they're going to say a foul as McCrary goes up strong but doesn't get the hoop. And Hardy will pick up his second.
On the line, shoot two, David McClary.
So McClary go to the line shooting two. First shot is no good. Panay will check back in the ball game. Hardy will go and sit down after picking up his second foul. Both teams are in the bonus from here on out at 7 apiece with 1:44 left to go before the half. Second shot coming up. Up and in. 34-28. Wolverines with the lead. Regional championships going on. Had the girls in action at 2 o'clock and then a reach and a foul right there. It's going to be on McCrary. So McClary is going to pick up his second. In the 1-and-1 is Madden Padilla to the line. Try to extend the Wolverine lead with 1:44 left to go. Shot gets a 1 and a 2 bounce and no good. And now we've got a whistle. And we'll go back down on the other end of the floor. That's going to be on Frank Rowe.
That foul's on number 1, Frank Rowe. That's his second.
Frank's going to pick up his second.
On the line, shooting the 1-on-1, number 0.
And we'll go back in the 1-and-1 over here on this side for Will Smith.
Adrian Perdone.
trying to chip away at this Wolverine lead at the line. Will Smith. Gets the shooter's roll to make it 29. 34-29 with $1:42 left to go before halftime. Have second half action coming up. Don't forget, congratulations to some of the girls on the network. Carl Albert Lady Titans with their win. Won them their regional as they defeated Del City, a city foe, and Midwest City with their win over UConn, winning their regional championship. Fired that one up and got the second with a little bit of the shooter's roll to make it a 4-point contest, 34-30, with $1:37 left to go before the half. Madden, as he crossed the timeline, bullet one-handed pass, gets down to Deans. Deans shuffles his feet a little bit, and they're going to say a foul. So Stevens is going to pick up his first. Deans will go back to the 1-1 for your Vincent Saylor State Farm charity stripe. Up and in is good. Makes it a 5-point contest with $1:27 left to go. Second shot coming up. Madden will come check back into the ball game. No good. Rebounded by the Yellow Jackets. Quickly down the floor in transition, but that's touched out of bounds by Prudhomme. But it will stay down here with the Yellow Jackets with 1:21 left to go. Hunt, side corner. And Will Smith, oh, you got to be careful with that. He really stared down the bench of the Wolverines to say, I can do that. And your East Side Pharmacy 3-ball. Coming back-to-back threes. So you can do it, we can do it. That's the answer for the Wolverines to make it 38-33 with the final minute left to go before the half. So fast action between these two is Cam Hunt. Looks to drive. Outside from way downtown. Misses the mark this time. Into the hands of Prudhomme. Into Madden. He'll cross the timeline with 37 seconds left to go. Looks to drive right. Prudhomme. Little exchange over to Panay. Off the mark, though. Deans touches him momentarily, and a putback with a off the glass thought was going to be good. Still Panay gets it, throws it back out from Deans to Panay, misses the three, and the final 16 seconds left to go. Going to put it up in the lane, no good. Loose ball picked up by Panay. Final 10 seconds. Down to 9, 8. Has to go. Dre, baseline. Young puts it up off the glass. Throws it up, and there's and there finally a whistle with 1.1 seconds and one exchange of ugliness on both ends of the floor. But it goes out on the Wolverines, and it's a heave-ho after he touches this. Now he's going to hold it. So we're in halftime, 38-33. The Wolverines lead at the half. We'll be back with second half action right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
When it comes to your home, you need someone that you can trust to keep it safe and protected for you and your family.
Vesta Foundation Solutions is your local, family-owned company that has helped many homeowners fix and protect their homes.
Our engineered solutions can take care of all of your foundation repair, basement waterproofing, concrete leveling, and dirt crawl space repair needs.
We take pride in getting the job done right, and you'll always be protected with up to a 75-year warranty.
Contact us today for a free estimate.
We come from different backgrounds, with diverse interests and unique learning styles. Finding classes that fit your individual needs isn't a challenge at Cameron University. A small campus and dedicated faculty ensures there's always someone close by to guide you on your journey. Your success is our success. Your education is our mission. At Cameron University, you're not a number, you're part of the family.
Sidelined by surgery, illness, injury? Valor Physical Therapy can help. At Valor PT, our skilled therapists create a rehabilitation program individualized for you, with education and encouragement each step of the way. Whether it's sports or the activities of life, let Valor get you back in the game. Start now at 405-265-6449. No referral needed. Mention Oklahoma Sports Network and get a free t-shirt at your first appointment.
Coast Technology Group helps you feel safe and secure utilizing simple, reliable technology. Allow our team of experts to help you design the right system with high-definition surveillance cameras, cutting-edge smart alarm systems, and thoughtfully designed access control for your home or business. Work, sleep, and play with confidence, knowing CTG is your technology partner.
When I'm flying, I put my helmet on, my visor down, my mask up. You don't know who I am. Whether I'm African American, Asian American, Hispanic, white, male or female, you just know I'm an American airman kicking your butt. I'm General C.Q. Brown Jr. Come join us.
Well, hey there. I'm Trent Logan, expert realtor in Southwest Oklahoma. Just so happens I'm also the president of the LTSAE-AATT. Bullseye. That's the Lawton Tri-State Area East Amateur Axe Throwing Team. So yeah, I do know what it's like to deliver under pressure. Probably broke it. You want to know what the #1 problem with being the best is? Nothing. Got him!
Well, we're at the half here at the Lawton High Gym, where if you're a Wolverine fan, looking pretty good at a 38-33 start. But I will say this, on the other end of the town for the girls, the MacArthur Lady Highlanders had a nice lead at half as they went into Glenpool and end up losing in the second half. So the nature of two halves, you can go cold, you can get into foul trouble, you can get out of rhythm. So you kind of throw out the books in a close game like this, 38-33. Got about 6 minutes left before we start second half action. Don't forget, Del City in action right now on the network. Carl Albert in action as they take on Guthrie. You can catch that on the network. If you download us, you watch on your phone. Download our app on Apple and Android devices by searching the Oklahoma Sports Network. Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV in your home devices. And then on Facebook, like us on Facebook. Share us, talk about us that way. You'll find out what we have next on the network. And then also on YouTube if you want to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Easy to connect to. We are the Oklahoma Sports Network, where sports is our middle name. We've got 5.5 before we start second half action. We'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Do you have questions about your retirement? As a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services, Wall, Lavender & Associates can help. With the exclusive Confident Retirement approach, you'll work one-on-one with an advisor to develop a retirement roadmap to help get you where you want to go. Call us today.
At Whitehead Plumbing, our mission is to be a leading full-service plumbing contractor. We have dedicated over 20 years perfecting our expertise in Southwest Oklahoma with our craftsmanship and customer service. Whether you have a water, sewer, or gas line that needs to be replaced or repaired, you can always count on us to be there. We offer free estimates and have 24/7 emergency services available. We'll work around the clock and are committed to providing our customers with impeccable services. Call Whitehead Plumbing today for all your plumbing needs.
We're bringing big back. It's bigger, cheesier. The Big New Yorker from Pizza Hut. Big pizza, bigger deal. Y'all hungry? Better be hungry.
We're growing and changing to serve you better.
Until then, we're making room and reducing inventory during our Billingsley Hyundai construction sale, expanding to serve you better. That's the Billingsley way.
We are celebrating.
Here at Pam and Barry's team, we've been helping you through the real estate process for more than 20 years.
We want to thank you for choosing our team to help you.
We sold our house at full asking price, and it took less than about a week to get our full asking price with Pam and Barry.
Don't go at it alone.
Let us handle it all here.
We're not bragging, we're just applying for a job.
Hi, I'm Dr. Todd Bridges.
And I'm Dr. Nathan Buckner.
Did you know our dental practice is one of only 6% of practices in the United States that provide care from an all-digital platform?
We fabricate crowns, bridges, and place implants with advanced digital technology.
If you want to be part of this digital revolution in dental care, call us today at 248-6700 or visit our website at bridgesandbucknerdentistry.com.
We look forward to providing you with exceptional dental care.
All right, back here at the Lawton High Gym, and we are at the half, almost concluding halftime festivities as the Wolverines lead the Choctaw Yellow Jackets 38-33 in the regional championship here at Lawton High. Trying to peek in, like we do, as bounce back and forth when you're on the network between the Del City matchup and the Carl Albert boys matchup for their regional championships right here on the Oklahoma Sports Network. So you can download our free app on your phone. About 62% of those who will still watch us on the go on their phones. So you search on your Apple and Android stores, just search the Oklahoma Sports Network, free to download and free to watch. Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV for your home devices. For those on the YouTube channel, subscribe to our YouTube channel with our live content. And on Facebook, like us on Facebook, follow us there. You'll kind of find out what is next in store. So we've got a 38-33 Wolverine lead over the Choctaw Yellow Jackets at the half. The final timeout, and then we're back to action right here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
At Firehouse Subs, a portion of every purchase helps provide life-saving equipment to first responders across the country. So at Firehouse Subs, we don't just make subs. We make subs that are big, bold, and craveable. We make our subs differently because our subs make a difference. Whether you order online or on our app, Firehouse Subs Rapid Rescue to Go will have your subs boxed, bagged, and ready for pickup. Firehouse Subs. Enjoy more subs. Save more lives.
Well, welcome back to the Lawton High Gym, and we are set to start second half action. 38-33.
At the end of the third quarter, go ahead and call your rides and let them know.
As the Wolverines have that slim margin. So you've still got Frank Rowe, Panay, Hardy, the original starting five, Deans, and Madden. Back to the original starters with Smith, Valentine, Hunt, Hyman, and Taylor. So they're going to give it out to Madden as the Wolverines will start with the ball. Second half action just underway with the lead. Madden will get a little pick from Deans. Tries to look for a little bit of help back to Frank Rowe. Frank looks to engage, backs out reverse, then goes strong to the hoop, and he'll put it up strong. Up off the glass for two is good. And the Wolverine lead goes to 40. 40-33. Taylor gets double teamed back up to Hyman. Hyman over to Valentine. He'll drive, then to Will Smith. Will Smith with a putback, strong to the hoop. And brings it to a 5-point contest. Madden looks to engage. against Valentine. And Hardy back over, and a nice give and go, but does not get the roll for Frank Rowe, and he misses the easy layup. Well, maybe not so easy. Little fade away from Isaiah Taylor, no good. Into the hands of Hardy on the rebound. And quickly down the floor. Almost stolen, but goes strong to the hoop, and Frank Rowe says, I missed the last one, but not this time. So this time he goes up, gets the soft touch to make it go 42-35. In the lane is Isaiah Taylor, and he's fouled on the way. So Panay is going to pick up his second. And Isaiah Taylor to the line. Shooting 2. First shot is up, no good. Off the back part of the rim. Second shot coming up. That one's good. To bring it to 36, chipping away at that Lawton High lead. Deans will cross the floor, across the timeline, looks to engage. Backpedals, gets that stolen. Pickpocket by Cam Hunt. Tries to go coast to coast, layup up and in is good. For the steal and the delivery to make it 42-38. Back to a 4-point contest. Deans, near corner. One bounce, puts it up, no good. Will Smith on the rebound. Over to Valentine. Valentine will look, go baseline. That is almost stolen by Hardy. It goes out of bounds, but last touched by Choctaw. Wolverines with the out of bounds. 5:53 left to go here in the third quarter. Long way to go in this one. And there we go. A little bit too much by Valentine. And Valentine's going to pick up his third. He'll probably want to go to the bench. He'll have a little discussion with the official from the head coach. To no avail. Frank Rowe to inbounds over to Madden. He's got Panay. Got 2 up top, between him and Deans. And that's tipped away as Deans last touched the ball. Now they'll slow down just a little bit of the rhythm with 5:24 left to go in the third. Looks to drive, stops, pops from 15, no good by Hunt. Gets the rebound. Offensive board, gets the pick. Valentine will split the defenders. Little floater inside the lane, no good. Will Smith with a strong putback up. It rolls off the rim. Now another rebound, this time by Taylor, and Taylor gets to go to knock it to a 1-bucket lead. 42-40. We've got a good one here with 4:56 left to go here in the third quarter. Madden looks to engage, gets around his defender, loses the ball, stripped and stolen. 2-on-1 fast break. Oh, makes the man miss, loses the ball, and it goes out of bounds on the line where Hyman could not get it. Just kind of an exchange where you just kind of lose the ball. Oh, and you thought in transition you were going to make the layup, and to no avail. So the Wolverines will take it down by Frank Rowe. Rowe in the lane. Pass out to Hardy on the far wing. Rebound by Frank Rowe, though. Gets it up to go for 2. And the Wolverines back up by 4. Hyman. Back over to Valentine. Valentine will back out. Look for a little bit of pick by Will Smith. And we've got in the lane with a push. So Tavares Deans is going to pick up his third. Stevens will come in for the Yellow Jackets. Back up from Will Smith. Back over to Hunt. Hunt will take it up, and there's charges called. So an offensive. Get that one. So Cam Hunt takes it. Yep, right there. You got to plant. Wolverine with a 4-point lead and with the ball. Young crosses pattern, splits the defenders. Nice little pass over to Deans to the side. And Young with the assist. And the Wolverines are back up by 6. 46-40. From downtown, hits the back iron, no good. Rebounded by the Wolverines. Back over to Panay. Panay up off the glass for 2. And now the lead is 8. So Young with the assist. Panay with a wide open layup underneath with 3:14 left to go here in the third. Will Smith. Hands off to Hyman on the corner. Back up top to Taylor. Back over to Valentine. To Will Smith. Will Smith from way downtown misses everything. And Deans with the rebound. Against 2 defenders, has to give that one up. Finds Young. Young will drive, get 3 defenders, and then off to Hardy. We're going to say a little try to pick. The charge is called by Young, and that's going to be his second. McClarity checks back in the ball game. As far as team fouls, the Wolverines have 3. Choctaw has 2, so no one near the bonus as this quarter is drifting away with 2:41 left to go here in the third. Goes baseline, looks, goes strong to the hoop. McCrary chips away at the Wolverine lead. Young goes coast to coast, up and in. Young is not waiting. Said, I'm not going to wait for you to set up your defense with 2:19 left to go. Looks to engage, and there's going to be a foul called with the whistle, probably on Young. It is. Young is going to pick up his third. Coming off the bench, though, and getting 3. 50-42. Back up top from Hyman. Exchanged. Looks to engage. Man, went against 3 defenders is Cam Hunt with a putback on the layup. No good with the rebound, and there is a whistle and a foul called. That foul is on McCrary. McClarity's going to pick up number 3, and that is the team third. Wolverines with 4 team fouls. Young crosses the timeline. Back over to Frank Rowe, who's wide open on the said fadeaway is no good. Loose ball picked up. Got them on the corner. Oh, and they're going to say it's going to be a foul by Frank Rowe. Frank Rowe is going to pick up his third. Hardy will come back to the bench. Frank Rowe will still stay in the ball game with 3, with 1:30 left to go here in the third quarter. Cam Hunt over to Hyman. Hyman up as Hyman gets the 2 to make it 44. And there it is. Pickpocket makes Panay have to try to strive for it at the line. He steps on the line, goes out of bounds. So Choctaw with the turnover. And Hyman to inbounds. Goes up strong, and wow. And Spielman gets the little turnaround jumper in the lane. Wolverines almost lost another opportunity and a pickpocket, and now they're going to say he carried it. and Young gets the turnover. So he adjusted, avoided the steal, and then lost control of it. Hardy will come back immediately and replace Panay, who has 3 fouls. Back to a 4-point contest with 55 seconds left to go here in the third. Should be a fun fourth quarter for sure between these two teams. Hunt gives it over to Hyman. Hyman for the 3 and no good. Rebounded. Young's not waiting. Young's going to go all the way. Cross cop Frank Rowe. Frank Rowe sets his feet for a 3. Rims in and out. Young with the rebound. Sets up. Hardy looks for the 3. Floater, then puts it up high, and he's fouled on the way in.
Fouls are number 12. Millen Spielman is first.
Spielman's going to pick up his first. And shooting 2 is Hardy to the line. Your Vincent Saylor State Farm Charity Stripe. Home Auto Life. Call for a free quote today. Enjoying your Saturday night with high school basketball with playoffs. Trying to earn your way to punch your ticket to the Final 8 to state. We'll start looking at that next week in area. Regional championship basketball right here at the Lawton High Gym. Lawton High with a 4-point lead, trying to make it 5. At the line. Misses. So both free throws come up empty. Back into the hands of the Choctaw Yellow Jackets. Final 22 seconds, probably play for the last shot. Engages at 17. Backs up against Frank Rowe. Down underneath, puts it up high off the glass. Loose ball, no call, no whistle. Now a whistle and a putback and the bucket. So Deans is going to pick up his 4th. So that's as Panay will come in, replacing Deans. So just like that, you count the bucket and the harm. Vincent Saylor State Farm Charity Stripe trying to bring it within 1. And a lane violation from the shooter. And that's going to be no good. Wolverines with the opportunity, up by a bucket with the final 6 seconds left to go. Young, no, it's actually Frank Rowe. Madden for a 3-ball. Misses the mark, and that's going to end your third quarter. A 1-bucket Wolverine lead, 50-48. We'll be back with the final 8 minutes and the fourth quarter right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Bank First is uniquely Oklahoman, deeply rooted in over 50 communities statewide. From those roots, our investment in education springs forth, helping to raise the Oklahoma leaders of tomorrow while providing financial strength to the business leaders of today. That's the kind of loyalty that helps entire communities thrive. Bank First, loyal to Oklahoma, loyal to you.
All right, so welcome back to the fourth and final period here in this one. It's a 50-48 contest. Wolverines with just a narrow 1-bucket lead. And the Yellow Jackets will start with the ball to start the fourth quarter. Very interesting fourth quarter. Glad you could join us here on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Caleb Sherem, myself, Eric Sherem. Bringing you all the action. It's Hunt. Guarded against Young. Taking his time, really trying to clear out a lot of stuff, and Young's going to pick up a foul with the blocking foul. So Young is going to pick up his 4th. So you have 2 players with 4. Coming in off the bench is going to be Barnes. because he'll have to replace Young. Young's got a lot of speed.
On the line, shooting the 1-1, Cam Hunt.
So Cam Hunt in the 1-1 to try to tie this one up. No good. Loose ball picked up by Panay. Panay over to Frank Rowe. Rowe takes it strong to the hoop and gets the roll to let that fall in to make it 52-48. Back to a 4-point lead for the Wolverines, just underway in the fourth and final period. Hunt against Madden, and a timeout is called by Choctaw. So the Yellow Jackets will call timeout. We'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
At Bill Miller and Noble Heating and Air Conditioning, we take pride in our quality air conditioner and heater repair and replacement services, as well as providing the highest customer satisfaction. Bill Miller and Noble Heating and Air Conditioning has been serving Lawton and the surrounding area for over 25 years. We have the knowledge, equipment, and trained technicians to take care of all your heating and cooling needs. Give us a call. Bill Miller and Noble Heating and Air, 355-1811.
All right, after the timeout by the Choctaw Yellow Jackets, back to action here on the court with a 52-48 contest with the Wolverines with the lead, Choctaw with the ball. It's going to be a down pass to Hunt. We'll start up and regroup. Back across the timeline. Gage is against Barnes. Goes left. Gets the pick. Picked up by Hardy. In between two defenders. Puts it up. Hits the rim. No good. Rebound, but it's tossed back out. Frank Rowe with a great move up. And a nice layup in. Frank Rowe makes it 54. And the Yellow Jackets come down the court, and we've got a fan that was in the court. So the officials called timeout. We had a young man with a mom that was trying to get the young man off the court. Don't want them to get hurt. So they whistled that. And we'll regroup with Cam Hunt. 6:30 left to go and a whistle underneath, so away from the ball.
Fouls on number 3, David McClarity.
So McClarity is going to pick up his fourth.
Coming back into the game, number 0, Will Smith.
Will Smith will check back in for the Yellow Jackets. Hardy to inbounds. Little bounce pass over to Panay. Panay will get past Smith, cross the timeline, out to Madden. Madden on the far wing. Looks to drive, dribbles between his legs. Backs up against Will Smith, bounce pass over to Hardy. Hardy with 3 defenders, back out to Panay. Panay for a 3-ball, up and in. Eastside Pharmacy 3-ball is good for the Wolverines, and they extend their lead now to 57. 57-48, Will Smith with the ball. One pass to a 3-ball and back right there. Just a beautiful connection to bring it to 51. 57-51, long way to go in this one with 5:48 left to go here in this fourth and final period. Hardy looks to engage, tries to go baseline, runs out of room with 2 defenders. Loose ball picked up in the lane, and timeout is called by the Wolverines. So they take a timeout. We'll take it with them. We'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Memorial Medical Group's orthopedic specialists are the most experienced team in Southwest Oklahoma. Our orthopedic surgeons are trained to diagnose and treat shoulder, knee, hip, hand, and foot conditions, as well as orthopedic trauma, sports, or work-related injuries. And they're the only ones in the area to offer Mako robotic-assisted surgery for knee and hip replacement. When you need bone and joint help, trust MMG Orthopedics to get you back to living your best life.
All right, back here at the Wolverine Gym. 51 57 with the Wolverines with the lead. Back to action as the Wolverines underneath their own goal with Hardy. Hardy, bounce pass to Frank Rowe. Frank Rowe looks for the three, eyeballs, readjusts, back to a three, back to Hardy. Hardy looks to engage, splits the defenders, and he's fouled on the way in.
Fouls on number 0, Will Smith is third.
Will Smith's going to pick up his third.
Number 4, Devarius Hardy.
So Hardy will go to the line shooting 2. Here, Vincent Saylor, State Farm Charity Stripe. First shot up, no good. Wolverines have 7, so they put Choctaw in the bonus. Choctaw has 1 to give until they are in the 1-and-1 for the Wolverines. But the second shot coming up. No good. Misses them both. So Hardy comes up empty. Still a 6-point lead. Long way to go in this one as Taylor off to Smith. Smith, just lays one up. Nothing you can do about that except for get out of the way. 57-53, Madden with a putback up off the glass for 2. And they exchange buckets for buckets. And they're going to say a foul as opposed, tried to put him out of bounds, and they're going to say, who's that going to be on? That's going to be on Hardy. It's going to be his third. And we'll go to the 1-and-1. Vincent Saylor, State Farm Charity Stripe. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Shot coming up. 5:02 left to go here in this contest. Long way to go. With stretches the way basketball gets. Brings it to a 5-point contest. Trying to bring it in 4 with this one here. At the line is Isaiah Taylor. Little bend of the knees up and gets the shooter's roll to bring it to a 5-point contest. 59-55. Under 5 minutes left to go. Hardy. Little trail backwards to Frank Rowe. Back to Hardy. Hardy on the far wing. Sets up shop. Tells Rowe to come back up, and he'll go back down. Rowe loses it. Stripped and stolen. Now the loose ball. Stripped by Madden, and Madden's going to grab it and call timeout. So he called a timeout just in time. And we'll take a timeout with him. We'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
You ever have a meal so good you want to dance? If you haven't yet, you will. At Gangnam Style Korean Barbecue, that's our goal. We serve only the best in Korean cuisine. We've got several different flavors of bulgogi and fried rice, premium fish plates, and sushi. Our customers love us, and you will too. Check out our menu and even order online. Come on in and we'll show you how we do it Gangnam Style.
Joining us here on a full timeout by the Lawton High Wolverines. 59-55 is your score. Wolverines calling timeout. They will have the ball with 4:37 left to go here in this one. Got Carl Albert and Del City in action right now on the network, so you can bounce back and forth, check out each basketball game. Also, these will be on archive after the conclusion of these contests. For those who are watching on YouTube, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. On Facebook Live, follow us on Facebook. You can follow us there. You can find out what is in store, what's next for the Oklahoma Sports Network. So to inbounds, Madden here on the near corner. Back down to Hardy. He'll readjust, look for the three. And Hardy does put the Eastside Pharmacy 3-ball. And the Padilla with the assist brings it to the Wolverine lead to 62. Largest lead at 7. 62-55. Hunt. And he's going to readjust. Tries for the three for Isaiah Taylor, and that's no good. Rebound. Will Smith. He'll just put it up and in. Smith puts the putback up after the rebound and the loose ball to make it 57. Under 4. Halfway through this fourth quarter. Hardy again with the hot hand with the three. This time missed. Comes up empty. Hunt with the rebound. Down to Will Smith. Smith with a bounce pass where the open man underneath is Valentine. And Valentine gets the two to chip away at that Wolverine lead, 62-59. Loose ball. And the Wolverines will pick up the turnover out of bounds. McClarity will check back in for the Yellow Jackets, replacing Will Smith, who will take a little bit of a breather. Madden against Valentine. Across the timeline. Drives left, tries to hand off to Barnes. Barnes gets it knocked out of his hands momentarily. Kind of a high bounce, hands off to Hardy. Hardy with the quick moves. Tries to drive, and now we'll say too much of contact, and that's going to be against Isaiah Taylor. And the 1-and-1, Hardy.
Coming back into the game, number 23, Tavares Deans.
Deans will come back in the ballgame. He has got 4. Wolverines at the charity stripe. He's been kind of cold here, and he's missed. So miss on the 1-and-1. Hardy not really connecting at the charity stripe as Hunt will cross the timeline. 3 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. Taylor, baseline back up to Hunt. Hunt will take the 3-ball look, and he banks it. An East Side Pharmacy 3. Convenient drive-through locations, and just like that, we're all tied up at 62 apiece. What do we tell about these runs? Long way to go in this one with 2.5 left to go. Madden with the ball. Looks to try to engage, and it's going to be a foul on Valentine. And he'll pick up his 4th. Madden Padilla will go to the line in the 1-and-1 for your Vincent Saylor State Farm charity stripe. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. All tied up at 62 apiece. Madden at the line. Gets the first one to go. Makes it 63 and a 1-point lead. Will Smith, after just a quick breather on the bench, he'll come back in. They need the big man underneath. Exciting finish of this one here. Second shot coming up. No good. Hits the rim and out. So 1 for 1 and a 1-point Wolverine lead with 2:26 left to go here in the fourth. Cam Hunt looks to, oh man, he had 4 Wolverines. He's not going to look underneath there. Near side to McClarity. Back up top to Hunt. Hunt's got Smith, who's going to clear the lane. 3-ball on the way, and that is nothing but good. And just like that, the Yellow Jackets retake the lead to 65-63 with 1:53 left to go in a very nervous gym that's getting louder at the moment. Frank Rowe looks for the 3. Hardy will go strong, up, reversed, and a foul going in. Takes this, we'll see this one again as he goes strong. And Smith is going to pick up his 4th. And that's big. The big man. But if there's a one you want to foul, it's going to be Hardy at this time because he's just not found the rhythm at the line. Well, you'd like for him to sink both of these. Very important free throws with 1:42 left to go and a whistle. So we're going to shoot 2. Shooting 2. Important to get the first one. And does. So the senior comes up clutch after missing several of those field goals. gets his other opportunity to tie this one up with 1:42 left to go and a very exciting finish in a regional championship here at the Lawton High Gym. Second shot coming up is also good. He gets them both, ties this ball game up at 65 apiece with 1:42 left to go in this contest unless we see overtime. And a timeout is called by Choctaw, so they'll take a timeout. We'll take it with them. We'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
When it comes to showing your loved ones you care, you need the best. A Better Design Flowers and Gifts is under new ownership, and we're proud to be serving the people of Southwest Oklahoma. Our talented florists are committed to building the most beautiful floral arrangements, as well as providing superior customer service. We service all types of events, from weddings to funerals, just because gifts, and of course, holidays. We're also a veteran-owned company. Click, call, or come by today. We'd love to show you a better design.
All right, back to the gym. We've got an exciting finish right here. 65-65. We're all tied up with 1:42 left to go in this contest. You got an exciting one that will go right down to the minute, right down to the second, right down to the last person with the hands on the ball. Looks like they could win it. Cam Hunt, defense chant by the Wolverine Spirit Club. All tied up. Hunt will cross the timeline with 1:30 left to go. Looks back to coach for the possession of what he wants. Gets a pick from Will. Smith will back down. He says clear out the lane. Barking out instructions. Comes to the near side by Taylor. Back up to Hunt. Hunt says still clear out. He wants him all the way up here. Still with a clamp down with a 1:08 left to go. Going to milk this clock as much as possible. A little bit of the drama here. I don't know if you really want to play for overtime. Opportunity is just the shot going to go up, and it's going to be rejected, but it's going to be out of bounds. So the Yellow Jackets are going to get it, but look at the swat away right there. A clean throw, and they'll inbounds. But interestingly enough, the clock is down to 52 seconds left to go. Out of bounds again. And the Yellow Jackets still with the possession, all tied up. Watch for Will Smith and where he will go. Back way up top for Valentine. They will look to try to seed a play for the last shot with 47 seconds left to go. Unless the Wolverines can get a steal. Had the opportunity. Valentine didn't take it for the three. Down to 37 seconds left to go. Hunt with down to 34. Trying to win it at the buzzer. He's got the pick from Will. Backs out with 25 seconds left to go. Both teams are convinced that this will be the last shot. With 19 left to go, waits to engage. Now he gets the Smith with the pick. Rolls around. Hunt with a putback. Puts it up and in. Wolverines with Frank Rowe down to 5 seconds. Down to 3. Young back down. He slides and puts it down, and a travel is called. He traveled with his feet. It would have been a great putback, but he slid, lost his traction, and just like that. And a timeout is called. With 1.1 seconds left to go, and that will pretty much do it. What a way to end. And you feel so bad for Deans. Deans had it. The excitement was there as a full timeout. We'll take a timeout. Be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
We fight the battles no one hears about. We drop into the middle of firefights to rescue others. and act as one-man air traffic control towers. We're the ones who go before all others. Join the fight.
Well, when you go back and watch this, Dean's had a great breakaway to have that winning shot right there, and he just lost his feet. You didn't see any of that with traction, but just his feet come out from underneath him. And Choctaw Yellow Jackets with the ball with 1.1 seconds left to go. And the desperation and what do we have here? A whistle up. They called timeout. I don't know what's. I don't know. We've got some confusion. There was a whistle to stop. Okay, so 1.1 seconds. Choctaw with a one-bucket lead. Going to go in, and they're immediately going to foul him with .2. And that's all you could do. But I was really kind of interested of why, with about a minute and a half, you let them play for the last shot. You know, I know you put them at the free throw line and an opportunity, but taking your risk at the last shot, which actually went in, they could have played for overtime or with the lead, and they have it. And the Vincent Saylor State Farm Charity Stripe with Choctaw Yellow Jackets at a 67-65 lead. Shot coming up. Man, that would have been thrilling for the Wolverines at the end. But close and not so far. You know, it feels so bad for Deans, who had the slippage of his feet. And it's just a matter of seconds, just a matter of the timing. Second shot, no good. And that's going to end it. 68-65, and the Choctaw Yellow Jackets come back to win the regional championship. And they're the regional champs, and they will get this. Congratulations. But both teams will move on to area. It'll be a little bit harder for the Wolverines when you have that loss right there. We'll stay for the quick presentation of the plaque for the hardware that goes to the Choctaw Yellow Jackets. Told you there would be an exciting finish and how it was ended, but you know, you kind of go back in the woulda, couldas, and you say, wow, would you really have an opportunity to let a team, you know, you take your chances at the line, or do you let them play for the last shot with a tie ball game? So your regional champions is the Choctaw Yellow Jackets on the Lawton High floor. A little bit of dejection there for the Wolverines, as Choctaw, the Yellow Jackets, win this one 68-65. Very close contest between these two. But we also had Del City and Carl Albert in action. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook to find out where we'll be next in area. If we're going to do some girls and boys games next week, starting Thursday, Friday, and Saturday of next week, as the teams try to punch their tickets to state. Wolverines are still going to be in. They'll go to area, and we'll find out what the matchups up. You know, so the destination will be a neutral site location. And that is the end of this contest. You've been watching a presentation of the Oklahoma Sports Network. For Caleb Sherem, this is Eric Sherem, bidding you a pleasant and good evening.